Hello. So this video I'm going to show you about WPL import being slow. I've logged on to their site and they have this thing up here which basically says that WooCommerce is updating product data in the background. Now if you click that link to view progress, well, what I know personally, I mean, I've got a million product website, and when this product data update was running, it slowed down everything else. So before I look into specifically his WPL import issue, I want to get this completed. So when you click on the link from the dashboard, it will take you here to scheduled actions. You can also access there by going to WooCommerce status, and then you get these 4 tabs, and it's on the scheduled actions tab. A bit weird that WooCommerce isn't highlighting it, but that's where it is. And you see this is the hook, WC update product lookup table ratings count batch, right? So there are a couple of things here, right? You see offset 104,000 but a limit of 50. This customer of mine, he's got 450,000 products. Let's see. Yeah, right, 450,000 products, hats and stuff like this. Now, I mean, he's got an affiliate website, so he's doing affiliated products. But that at that rate with a limit of 50, it's going to take forever to complete. So if you look through the code, this is the code here, right? We'll grab that hook. And this hook here, if we just search for that. So it schedules this job here to run WC update product lookup tables, but it does it with passes in this parameter offset 0 limit 50, and then it's this command it's going to be running. So if we search for that, right, there we go. Then I see down here it is basically running with that limit somewhere. At some point it uses that limit of 50. Okay. Unfortunately, they don't provide a filter. So if they'd provided a filter, we could just add a little bit of code to our functions PHP file to change what that batch size is, but they don't provide a filter. So we have to go in and edit the actual file. So the easiest way is to search for this again, and it's going to be on line 1609. No, sorry. So it'll be line 1442 of the file, whatever this file is called at the very top. WC product functions in the includes folder. Okay, so that'd be in the WooCommerce /includes /WC product functions. Alright, okay, so I've opened up the WC product functions file, and this is what we're searching for, the name of the batch job, the name of the hook. You see there's actually 2 locations. I think I misspoke before when I said edit it at line 1442. That's actually the line when this job gets kicked off at the very beginning. You can see offset is set to 0 here, and limit is set to 50. So we want to go in and find the part that continues the job. Okay, yeah, which is this part, right? And you want to be careful because we want to make sure that it doesn't skip any rows. We're going to be changing this. Like the reason you want to do this is if you've started this job is started probably, and you're like, what on earth? Why is it not completing? Right? So if you haven't started it yet and you need to update your data, then change it in that other location, and then it's fine. You won't need to change it here. If the job's already started, then change it here. If you're in doubt, just change it here. And you don't change it here in this offset part. I mean, say it's at 100,000 just now, but it's processing 50. Then you want to make sure that the next one starts at 100,000 and 50. Right? So the part that you want to change is here. So we're going to increase that to 500 instead of 50. And then it means that the offset for the next one will be correct. And then it'll call itself again with 500. And then this variable limit will have 500 in it for the next job. And then so the offset means it won't miss any rows. If that was confusing, don't worry, just trust me. Okay, so if I switch back to thing where you can see now that I've refreshed this page and you can see that the limit is kicking in at 500. I've refreshed this a few times and I'm seeing that it's actually completing quite quickly. So we've got a bit more room. We could increase that limit a bit more. Bear in mind that only 100,000 got completed in the previous day, and now we're up to 40,000 after 10-15 minutes. It sounds like that's quite crazy because we only increased the batch size by 10, but there's expensive parts at the end of every batch and extra delays at the end of every batch. So the more you can get done inside a batch, the better. So if we put it up, I'm going to try put it up to 2,500 and see if it survives. So I'll go back in here and change the entry again, get it uploaded, and then I'll switch back to Chrome. Okay, refresh. Okay, it says limit 500. It should update soon to say limit 2,500. On Cloudways, they have an op cache. There we go. Right, so this is what we want to check. So that's 1 second ago, 15840. So that ran 4 times in that space of time. That's crazy. It's crazy fast. I need to double check this isn't actually failing. It looks like we're fine. I mean, the last failure was yesterday for some reason. The item's not present here. Sometimes it's not pending because the job is currently running. Okay, yeah, you can see we're flying through now. Another place to check where you can confirm that that's working is in the completed tab. In case any of you are wondering, this is not really cron jobs. This is WooCommerce, their own custom scheduled tasks, scheduled actions, which goes in the action scheduler table, I believe. If you want something similar for your other cron jobs, there's a brilliant plugin called WP Cron Troll by John Blackburn, the same guy that makes Query Monitor. Yeah, so this is the one that you'd normally see, but this one is coming from WooCommerce. Anyway, that's how you do it. So just to recap, you edit the file WC product functions. You edit it down at line 1639, change the limit 50, change it up to something higher, test it at 500, test it at 2,500. If it works at 2,500, you're probably going to process through all your products pretty quickly. And then you should be good to go. This video got created just because this customer asked me, can you please have a look at my WP all import? This is what I've noticed. This is the first thing, so I decided to make a quick video showing you this. Alright, okay, so the last refresh and I've checked and it's now up to 200,000 almost. Considering it started yesterday, last night, because it started about 17 hours ago, and then inside the last 30 minutes it's done as much as it has in the previous 17 hours. So we'll get through all 440,000 pretty soon. But if any of you have any questions, or if you have any other performance problems, anything at all performance related with WordPress, WooCommerce, WP All Import, your theme, any other plugins, filtering, searches, anything, come and chat to me on Discord on our server. You can find us wpintense.com.